AskReddit by Sabletooth Tiger. What instantly ages someone? Grief. Nothing ages you like grief. Yep, when my oldest brother died, my dad went from jet black hair to grey pretty quickly. Back pain. You can't move like a young person if your back hurts. You're as old as your back. Lack of sleep. That's why it's called beauty sleep. Fucking cancer. Have watched my brother-in-law age 30 years in a month. I have been a witness to this many times. 30 years in a month is an accurate measurement. Hair loss. Not me personally, but I used to work with a guy who I swore was like 35, and he was 19. And X200B. Poor kid. When I have an interview, I let my baldness show a little bit. I look older, and I'm taken more seriously by recruiters that way. Buccal fat removal. Surprised this wasn't higher up. People with baby cheeks don't realize how well they will serve them 30 years down the line when their budders who tease them for it look like Skeletor. Stress. When I was younger and first entered the real world, I remember working with a white-haired woman that had an always tired look about her. She had a picture of her daughter on her desk, young, blonde, that looked so incredibly much like her I mentioned it once. Turned out that wasn't her daughter, but was her prior to her going through the FBI academy. I was gonna say the way you dress, but it went real dark in the comments. I was about to type wrong hair color. I just did 4 years in prison and that was fucking stressful. I feel like I've aged a lot. Yikes, friend. Welcome back. Hope you're adjusting okay. The loss of a loved one. So true. Meth and alcohol. 20 out of 20 of the people that live in the meth house next door would agree. I see young people get sucked in. They come around all nice and young, then after a while their car is gone but they're still there. Within a year not only do they age, but their body composition, gait, and posture are all well aged. Troubleshooting printer problems. I swear these devilish machines only exist to trigger me to smithereens. A couple years ago I decided to officially give up on having a personal printer and only use the one at the library because when it fucks up, it's someone else's problem. I still have my old printer and I've considered dropping it off my roof for fun. Death of a child. War. Edit. I may have opened up an avenue to share pain through my comment and want anyone who is feeling grief that you can DM me, whether it be the loss of a loved one or through the ravages of war. I am sincerely praying for those grieving tonight and sending virtual hugs. I just lost my 25-year-old son a few weeks ago. I feel like I'm not really living in the same reality anymore. My whole existence is punctuated every few minutes by thoughts, feelings, regrets, and utter sorrow for a loss I never anticipated would happen. The only consolation for me these days is that it's no longer every few seconds that I feel this profound grief. Stress, grief, trauma, mental illness, losing a loved one way before their time at a young age, parent, sibling, close friend. Bad plastic surgery. I'm surprised I had to scroll this far to see this. Obvious plastic surgery instantly makes me think someone is older. Having a spouse that contributes nothing to your relationship and allows your family to slip further and further into debt without caring that you're all only a couple of bills away from bankruptcy. Very specific. Sorry if that's the situation you're in. I have been through war and I also lost my sister to a car accident. Fair to say I'm 39 but I look 60. Being homeless. It'll make you mature right fast, it will. Not true. I've been sleeping in my car for the past 2 years and I still get furious when someone makes fun of my taste in music. Reminiscing about the show Dinosaurs. I'm the baby, gotta love me. Smoking. I had to scroll way too far down this list to find this. Cigarettes will absolutely age a person incredibly efficiently, both visually and health-wise. Working in stressful environments. Children. Definitely, I got my first grey hairs just after I had kids. Too dark of a tan, fake or real. I have seen some seriously leathery people on the beach, lol. Calling Comcast. Trauma. And at the same time it often mentally ages you down. Dehydration. Sunday. Sun damage and not wearing sunscreen should be much higher in the comments. Not choosing the cup of a carpenter. He chose poorly. Birthdays. Being president. Look at Obama's hair in 2008 vs 2016. Children. My boobs have aged 20 years.